guys, it's MJ and welcome back to Pet Adventures again. Today we are doing a Q&A. Let's get started. And as you can see, I have some companions with me today. He most likely will not stay, but oh well, we're gonna have some fun. Where was the specific place that you got your ball python? I actually got Phoenix from a professional breeder at Repticon, which was my very first Repticon. Didn't expect to buy him, but I thought it was a lot of fun. I've covered this in some videos, but yeah, I love Repticon. I'm gonna try to go again this year. It's coming very, very soon. Expect a vlog on it, but I got my little Phoenix at Repticon and it was really fun. Why do you have fleece bedding and not just like hamster bedding? And Jessica Jacoby asked this. Well, honestly, Jessica, fleece is basically the only safe option when it comes to rats, just because they are prone to respiratory infections, and everything else is pretty much dusty to them. Carefresh hamster bedding, aspen, pines, cedars, any of those kind of beddings that you would normally get are very, very, very high in dust, and they're just not safe for little ratties. So instead of risking them getting any kind of respiratory infections, you just gotta stick with the fleece. Brooks Pets asked, have you ever had guinea pigs? They are great pets and your mouse is super cute. Thank ya! I have never owned guinea pigs, but I've been around them for quite a long time. I love them to death. They're super great pets. I probably will have some in about maybe 5 years or so. They're not high on my list, but I will eventually own them. They're really cute, but don't got any right now. Suzo Star asked, how hot do you recommend heat mats to be? I see some places say 90 degrees, but I can only find ones around 80. Really want your input. Well, 80 to 85 degrees is pretty much the best thing you can do for them. You don't want to be going in the 90s, and you don't want to be going in the 70s, so a little bit in the middle is pretty good. Most heat mats stabilize it that way. Always check your heat mat to see if it is doing all right, but I would definitely recommend 80 to 85. Jen in Wonderland asked, have you ever lost a rat, and if so, how did you find it? Just wondering. Nope, never lost a rat, never lost a mouse, never lost any of my pets, honestly, except a frog. I had a tiny frog, he was a tadpole, and I raised him to a frog. I accidentally left the little terrarium opened and he was gone the next day. But other than that, I haven't lost anything. So that is a record, my friend. Malik McCollum asked, do you think that rats are better than dogs? I've had dogs, but not rats. And I want rats, but I also want dogs. So which do you think is better? I would definitely have to say probably rats, because rats are less of a commitment. Dogs are a bit of a more of a responsibility, but that being said, the rats are just low maintenance compared to a dog. They're cheaper compared to a dog, and they can bond with you pretty much like a dog would. So I'm leaning toward the ratties. I'm guessing you guys probably would have known that anyways, so, because I'm a rat dork, and I'm proud of it. Ugh, not good. Bengal Tigers AJ asked, do mice escape a lot? I have a cat. That wasn't smart. As long as your mouse is in a very, very secure and safe environment and a cage that is very locked and all good to go, there's no way your cat can get in it, there's no way your cat can get his paws in it, you will be absolutely fine, my friend. I need some advice, please. Now it's autumn. My ratties are asleep all day right through till around 3 in the morning. Normally they both are up, bouncing up and down all day till I go to bed. Is this normal? Well, I would say that they're probably getting cold. If it's kind of cold where you are, they're probably just getting a little chilly. They probably just want to snuggle. So if your rats are sleeping a lot during winter, all you can really do for them is make sure that you provide a heater within your room. A heater is going to keep the temperature stabilized so that they don't get too hot or too cold. And if you can't get a heater, just put extra fleece in their cage. If you put extra fleece in there, that gives them a lot of ways to cuddle up. Also, I recommend getting hammocks that are kind of enclosed. Hammocks, like cube hammocks that have like a top on them that are basically like a pouch for them. Those are really great too, and it's a great way to snuggle. And obviously, make sure you always got the 2 rats. I know that you said you have 2 rats, but if you have 2 rats or 3 rats or 4 rats or more, the more ratties, the more they can snuggle together and get each other's warmth. So keep that in mind. Could you put a mouse in an Alaska cage? Hell yeah! I like those. Should be fine. I think those are really cute. Just make sure that the bar spacing is and that question was from Siamese. New York Knee 5023 asks, can my diet that I feed my rats work for my mice? And they were referring on the video where I showed you guys a good little like supplemented diet, healthy diet that you could feed your rats. Of course, that is in addition to their stabilized diet that they already have. It's basically like pasta and oats and Cheerios. And yes, I do actually feed this from Brownie time to time, and he loves it. And I looked it up, and it's pretty much okay. So you can definitely feed that to your mice. And if you don't know what video I'm talking about, I'm just talking about my healthy rat mix diet video, that one. So yeah. JC Olacker, sorry if I didn't say that right. Hey MJ, I have a question for feeding a snake. Do you use the Zoom Med 20-inch tongs or something else? By the way, your BP is so cute. Thank you. And yes, I do, and I got them off Amazon. This is what I use here, boy. Yeah. Raven Mouse asked, hey, where can I get that tube-like green one? I think my boys would love it. Okay, so this is, she's referring to my green tube that I have in my rat cage, and I actually got this on Amazon as well. I'm an Amazon junkie, or something like that. So get it off Amazon. Nice little green tube that rats like to run in, and you can put it in their cage. What is the minimum tank size for a leopard / African fat-tailed gecko? A 10-gallon? And yes, it is a 10-gallon, and Gecko Care Weekly asked this, and 10-gallon is definitely the minimum size that you can do for an African fat-tailed or leopard gecko, which are very similar. So if you were to get something smaller than a 10-gallon, that would just be terrible. So many problems that can go wrong with that. So 10-gallon and up for a leopard gecko and all that good stuff. Marry me. So my BP is about 4 or 5 months old, and she is in a 24-gallon, and I'm wondering about how long, if not her whole life, will she be able to live in that tank. Well, a 24 long is pretty good, but it really depends on also like the size that she's getting at. But a 24 long is a pretty decent size. I think that she probably will be okay for her first whole year in that tank. But after she gets to like her 2nd and 3rd year, you're definitely gonna wanna, get bigger sizes. I would say that probably the minimum you can get for a female ball python at their full size, if they're about 5 feet, is like a between 30 to 40 gallon tank. So definitely recommend that. But the 24 long should be okay for probably like her first year. Now, if you think she's getting really long though, of course you're gonna want to get it bigger. So love you. How do you know if your rat is bonded to you? It's pretty simple. They'll just want to hang out with you all the time. So when you open the doors, they're gonna want to get excited and jump on your lap, jump on your shoulder. They're gonna want everything because they're attention whores like that. If your rat gets on your shoulder like this all on his own, then he's probably bonded to you and comfortable with you, and he loves you. And if he kisses you too. How old were you when you got lucky? I was 20, the big 2-0. Can rats eat the fruits and vegetables raw? Some I guess could be, but basically anything possible that should be cooked, you should cook. But there are a few things that they can eat that don't have to be cooked, that can be raw, and I will leave a list in the description of, actually no, I'm just going to overlay a few things right here of little things that you can feed that don't have to be cooked or anything, that can be completely raw, and that was asked by the Parasite. Simply Abby asked, will my 3-year-old cat be okay with my 4 mice? I'm getting my terrarium is very secure and my door will be closed, but my cat loves to hunt. Please reply. Well, as long as you have a very secure cage, just like I said before, and there's absolutely no possible way that your cat can get into it, then you will be fine. Do not worry about it. Okay, so smile. It should be okay. Just make sure that cage is super secure. Make sure that your cat can't lift up the top, or make sure that, you know, just in general, there's no way your cat can get in there, and you will be good. Yeah. Our 2-year-old dwarf hamster died. Now we are thinking about getting a mouse. Could we feed the hamster food to a mouse? It really depends on the type of food that you have. But usually I would get something that's only specialized, like if you have a mouse, get something specialized for a mouse. And if you have a hamster, get something specialized for a hamster. There are some brands that you want to watch out for instance, like Katie brands. What I would recommend is you could probably do Oxbow brand for hamsters. And there are some other stuff out there too. I just know that Oxbow is usually a very safe food in general. So Oxbow, sometimes Missouri. But I don't know Missouri makes a mix for hamsters, but if it does, that should probably be okay. But just get the highest quality food you can and do a lot of research. But if it's not specialized, you know, if there's not a food specialized for a mouse or specialized for a hamster, I wouldn't risk it. I'd really just get something specialized for that species of animal. Meg Life Girl asked, I'm getting my brother's mouse soon because my parents finally realized that he can't take care of it. He's had it since last March and neglected it a lot. Can I still form a bond with him after he's been living like this for so long? Honestly, a bond is completely and totally, you know, it's definitely an option with a hamster or a mouse or a rat. Even if it's been in very harsh conditions, just remember it's always a possibility, but you have to spend a lot of time with it. And if it's been neglected to the point of where it's really sick, obviously you can't do that because it's just going to be busy being sick. So do make sure that you know, it's healthy, and if it's not, you'll have to take it to the vet if it's something that needs to be treated by a vet. But if it's a healthy hamster for the most part, then of course you can definitely bond with it, and it's always a possibility. Keep the possibilities. The Critter Trail cage was literally the only cage that I could find in the nearest pet store. I already set it up and I'm expecting mice in a day or so. Would putting it in an aquarium be better? If you can put it in an aquarium, of course, putting it in an aquarium is 1,000 times better. So if you can do that, do that. And that was by Kelsia Woodell. What is the size of your goldfish tank behind you? And that is the one back here, and that is a 40 breeder. Yes, I love it. Very nice. Jean Michael Juravis asks, can I keep a group of female bettas with a calm angelfish in a well-planted tank? I know that males are really aggressive, but females tend to be more docile. I also know that it's not everybody that would recommend an angel with a betta, but if you actually know how to do it successfully, that could help. I think I'm going to have platies instead of betta, but I like to experience things. So all I would say is just have a backup plan if you need to rehome any fish. I would really just test it out. Betta girls in general can actually hurt each other. They've been known to actually hurt each other. Yes, they tend to be a bit more sweet with each other, and they can live together, but there have still been some instances where girl bettas will fight to the death with each other, and you don't want that happening. And of course, angels can be aggressive as well. So I would really just watch them thoroughly, really watch them, because a death can happen like that. So watch them, and if you think that your angels are really sweet and you know them and you trust them, of course you can try it out. But if anything does happen, you're gonna need a I don't know what I'm saying. You're gonna need a backup plan. So just keep that in mind. Have you ever made your own cage, wood or PVC or wire mesh? One time I made a mesh cage, a mesh bin cage for my hamster Sweets, and it was really cool. I made it, but it was a real bitch to do, and yeah, it was a little annoying. Paris Jean asked, I really want hamsters and mice, but I've been waiting for 3 years now, and I want to know what you recommend. Well, Paris, I'm definitely gonna have to be on the mouse train here. Just because mice tend to be more hardy than hamsters. They usually actually live out their lives to 2 years, and hamsters are just very unpredictable. And also mice can build a very strong bond with you, whereas the hamsters, in my opinion, I haven't really bonded strongly with like I have Brownie. That being said, I love them both equally, but if you're gonna have to choose one, I would have to choose mice on this. So, good luck. You're so pretty! And your cats are so beautiful! Fern Allen asked, hey, rat question. How common are Siamese and hairless rats? They are my preference in color and type, but damn hard to find. They aren't really at any rattery or breeders near me, and I'm not ready to adopt. Also, love the videos. Well, as for the hairless, I've actually found some hairless in my local pet store, my local exotic pet store that I have been going to. So hairless would definitely be a lot easier to find, but the Siamese, not so much, unless you go to some pet stores that actually donate rats as pets. You know, let people donate their pet rats. You're probably not going to find a Siamese too easy unless you go to breeders, but the hairless is definitely something you probably could find if you really look for it in different pet stores out there. So, good luck. Ratties Come First asked, hey, I saw that you have a boa constrictor. I think it just means my ball python. And I wanted to know if it is weird that you have to feed it rats, even though you have obviously very loved pet rats. Thanks, and I was just wondering. Yes, it is very weird, I'm not gonna lie to you. I love my rats, but I also love my ball python. It is very strange and sad, and I also own a mouse. So, I don't know. I've told you guys this before, I just have a very big respect for, I have a lot of respect for nature, and I don't know. It's sad, but what you gonna do? But yes, I do feel very weird about it sometimes, which is why I feed the frozen. It's a little bit less sad, I guess. Are there any items you regret buying, or items that they don't use? And Mystic Potato asked this, and he was referring to my rats, and yes, I really regret the cube giraffe hammock. They stopped using it about a month or 2 ago, and it sucks. Why are you wasting my money? Why are you doing it? And last question for today, Maya Autumn asked, do you have any pet hamsters? I have had 4 in the past, but none currently right now. And I plan on getting some in the future again and trying again, but as you guys know, I've had very bad experiences with pet hamsters. A lot of them ended up dying on me quite quickly, and it was very sad. Okay, you guys, so that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you again for tuning in. I love you guys so much. By the way, if you guys didn't come to my last live stream, I did mention that 1,000 subs by the end of this year is my main goal. I think I might actually make it. If I don't, oh well, I'll be a little disappointed, but I really want to do it. Meow meow. Get it? Because of the ears? I'm not funny. In all seriousness, you guys, I really want to hit 1,000 subs by the end of this year. So please tell your friends about me. Share my videos to everybody that you know, maybe if they love pets or whatever. And I would just really appreciate it, you guys. Thank you guys so much for everything. And I plan to do really fun stuff along the way as this channel progresses. So thank you guys so much. And I'm saying thank you way too much. So we're gonna stop now. Please leave me some comments down below on more video suggestions. I'll also always do requested videos, of course. And just, leave me some feedback down below of what you want me to talk about next, what kind of pets you want me to talk about, or any kind of questions you have, just leave them down below. I will see you guys later. Please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and give this video a big thumbs up, especially if you love pets, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!